It's the Texas weather discussion video for Wednesday, the last day of February. I'm Donovan Neal. We could deal with some scattered strong to severe storms today, mainly during the afternoon hours, maybe some during the morning hours, but mostly during the afternoon. And then for the rest of the week and the weekend, we turn dry. But what about the weather for the weekend? Let's talk more about that. Here's the upper air look here. We still have that troughing in the western states. We have a zonal flow here, and we remain dry for now. And how's this for a mild morning? Wow. Arlington 67, DFW Love Field, Sulphur Springs 68. Most places are about 20-25 degrees above average from the average low. The average low is somewhere around 44 for mid-February. Across the nation, much of the cold air resides in the northern states. Obviously, we could see a touch of that on this Friday, on Friday morning. Take a look at the watch warning map. We still have a flash flood watch extending from the northeast tip of Texas into the Tennessee Valley. Otherwise, we're pretty quiet here. We do note that there is a risk for severe weather all the way from Waco, Texas, into Tupelo, Mississippi, and that standard risk runs all the way from Canton, Texas to around Greenville, Mississippi, and that marginal risk includes some places of the DFW metro area, includes Arlington, Mansfield, and points to the east and south. We'll have to watch for some storms that could turn severe, that could produce some hail this morning, and obviously during the afternoon hours. But after today, this is the day 2 outlook. Tomorrow, after today, that activity pushes off to the east, and on day 3, a risk for thunder for the western tip of the country, but no organized severe weather is expected, and no thunder elsewhere for the rest of the country. Really. This is the average rainfall for the next 7 days, valid through Wednesday of next week. Most of the rains in California in the mid tip of the United States, and down here, we still could see about an inch to a half an inch of rain for parts of North Texas, and for the northeast tip, we still could see rain amounts up to 2.5 inches. For the northeast tip of Texas, and obviously the bulk of that will come today and anything that we see on Sunday and early next week. And we do note that the Weather Prediction Center has a moderate risk for excessive rainfall defined for the northeast tip of Texas into the lower Tennessee Valley, and that's where all those flash flood watches are issued. So, let's go to the model output. Let's talk about it. Here's the GFS. This is the 06Z run valid today at noon. We have troughing in the western states, and adding dynamic support for some strong to severe storms. And down here, that looks like it's wet this afternoon. So let's talk about it. This is the HRRR model at 9 o'clock this morning. But understand that the radar won't exactly look like this. You can see that most of the rain still to the north and west of us. Some of those storms could, of course, turn marginally severe, producing a threat for mainly large hail and gusty winds. This is the surface-based CAPE, and we could see some CAPE values of upwards up to 1,200 joules per kilogram in some places, which is obviously sufficient for severe weather, especially for this time of the year. And on Wednesday, those storms and what little storms that we have intensify during the afternoon hours around 2 o'clock. What little storms we have intensify, and obviously we could see those turn more severe with the threat for large hail and damaging winds. And the instability values are much higher with surface-based CAPE values of upwards of 2,000 joules per kilogram. So we'll definitely mention the chance for some strong to severe storms, with some of those storms turning quite severe, with some of them producing some large hail at times, and maybe some gusting winds. The tornado threat in this scenario is low, very low, but not zero. And high should be in the mid-60s today. It should be a very mild day today. Thursday, for the first day of the spring tornado season in meteorological spring, we turn dry. It'll be a very pleasant day on Thursday with highs in the mid-60s, just absolutely great, with abundant sunshine. Friday, March 2nd, still the same way. Absolutely great. Mostly sunny, highs in the mid to upper 60s. Saturday as the weekend begins, still the same way. And this is Sunday. We're still in the upper 60s. We'll mention the chance for a few showers during the afternoon hours, but obviously that's not a severe weather look. Here's Monday morning. We have a 10,000 millibar surface low near the Nebraska Iowa border, and down that we have a trailing cold front that could bring a few showers during the morning hours. But for the rest of the day, we remain dry with highs in the mid 60s. Tuesday, we remain dry with highs in the low 60s. And here's a week from today, Wednesday, the 7th of March, we have a pattern flip here. We have troughing in the eastern states, and down here, we remain pretty dry, with highs in the low 60s. Here's the end of the 10-day forecast period. This is Saturday, the 10th of March. We have troughing in the northeast of us, and down here, that looks like a very dry look. But you can see for the numbers for the next 15 days, by the way, this is coming off the ensemble of the European, you can see we remain mild. I don't think it will be the 70s. I think it will be in the mid to upper 70s for most of us today. And as we kick off March, we'll have a few instances where we could touch 70, but bottom line is I don't see any light freezes happening anytime soon, and we pretty much remain average for this time of the year. That's it for the Texas weather discussion video for today. I'll have more notes in the blog. Next video here should be posted at around 7 a.m. tomorrow morning. If you can't catch your local TV stations on the air at 4, 5, 6, and 10. Thanks for watching. Have a great day, and Godspeed.